Hello, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining us. Got a faithful group of shower door professionals who show up, pretty regularly, and then, we got people who pop in from time to time. Then there are some characters I haven't seen in a long time. We were just talking about that a minute ago. What happened? I'm not too sure. I've got some theories. So I don't know. Maybe I'll save my theory for last and do a poll of what everybody else thinks. But maybe they're just watching this on repeat later on, and just maybe Thursday night's just not a good night for people to show up. I don't know. But I hope you're having a good week. I know I am. And it's always good to come and hang out with you guys and just see what you have on your mind and get some pointers. Who knows? This week I was thinking about branding. That's a word that people use, um, and what does that actually mean? What is your brand? Do you have a brand? How do you define that? Now I know I can go right to Rob. Rob will be able to like just rattle it off, but I'm kind of curious what you other guys think. And what's your theory about why why so few of the people who used to be regulars are now? And are those things related in some way? Hmm.
Well, main branding is my logo, of course. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I see your logo right there behind you,
My
man.
logo, and then all my trucks are white, and I have them all decaled with every exact same thing. So all my trucks look alike, and then all of my guys wear the same shirts, with our logo and you know advertising in the back of it. I think it's kind of a lost cause when people don't put information on their truck or their business or even their clothes. I mean, go spend a few $100 for some shirts for your guys and walking around like a billboard. I see a lot of guys that don't even do that. They just walk in with some whatever normal clothes and without advertising. I'm like, what a waste, of of that,
Of
you know.
space, right?
Yeah, I mean, even your trucks.
Advertising
I mean,
space.
I we have six trucks out all day. We have them. I mean, we have it on our tailgate. We have them on the side. I mean, either you're stopping at the light, you're behind us, you're reading it, or you're just, it's. I think it's just a loss. I mean, it's if you want to get more business, you gotta put it out there. It's not like it's like Pepsi, like or Coke.
Mhm.
They keep on rebranding, the same thing, but you see it all the time. You know, it's that's what I do. I mean, I think it's just a lost cause. It's just, you want people to get to know who you are, might as well,
Yeah.
you know?
Right. I think, like you're saying, if you've got a truck, might as well have a logo on it, and then if you've got help and they're wearing a t-shirt anyway, might
Yeah.
as well have your info on there. And some guys are big too,
Yeah.
Some guys are like, man, you definitely want, your logo
Exactly.
up on that dude because he's huge.
Even give them some extra shirts. Even give them some extra shirts to take home to wear on the weekend. I mean,
Absolutely.
I mean, it costs so little, like 15, $20 a shirt. I mean, for them to walk around, the mall or somewhere, and people are just they're in line. People are reading their shirt. Hey, drop down their phone number. It might help. It's you
Yeah.
know you gotta feed it to them. You gotta force it into people's heads. Shower doors, glass, Linda and stuff. Oh heck yeah.
Mhm.
So like sometimes I can't even go somewhere eat at a diner without getting bothered. One time, hey, can I get a card? Hey, do you guys do this? I'm like, I'm gonna take off my shirt next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave me alone. But yeah, I mean, I get bothered all the time. So it's even when I'm at the gas station, they look at me and you got this bright green shirt. I mean, you're gonna see me down the mile anyway. So It's how a few
Yeah, that's
cars.
some safety colors, man. I think you're
Yeah, well, I got a reason for this one. I almost got hit on the side of the road, so that's why we wear these now. You know.
smart.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah, that's so there's definitely something to that, that's at least part of what your branding is. It's your logo, right? It's your your info, maybe, certain colors, maybe you got a certain color truck. And maybe, you got a certain color or a certain font, or, a drawing, an image of some sort. That's definitely part of your branding. What else? Is there more to it?
Well, for sure. For us, it's the same thing. It's the way we, again, it's the same idea. We have the the same consistency throughout it. Like our vans look the same. Like we get stopped all the time because we're driving around. Like we get jobs just getting gas.
Yep.
They'll, can we get a card or whatever? And I get comments all the time that people think we have like 20 trucks on the road because we have consistency. All our trucks are the same style van, all our trucks are the same style truck. So it's consistency. So the branding is there that it's consistent. But our branding isn't just our image, but it's also in our systems and what we do. And the biggest way I can think of it, it's like Five Guys. Five Guys brand is the extra fries in the bag, right? Like that's that's their brand is throwing extra bag fries in there. That's their thing. You recognize that. So we try and think of like things that are uniquely us that people think of, whether it's, you know, even on construction sites, whether it's, extra cleaning or just the way the guys handle themselves, like with white glove service or
Exactly.
however you want to do it. But you got to do something that separates yourself from your competition that is uniquely yours that you do. So whether it's drop cloths or protective gear or whatever it is, that's find your niche. But we brand like logos as well as our systems and the way we do things as well.
I like it. So not just your logo, not just your color or whatever, but also the way you do things, like you're saying, your systems. And that's a great example of like you're talking about Five Guys, throw a few extra fries in the back.
Yeah,
Something that kind of sets them apart from other places, right?
yeah, exactly. It's not a logo, but it's in the system, right? It's they do
Right.
it.
And
So
it's a simple logo too. Like my kid come out with that damn logo, but yeah.
yeah,
When you see
yeah,
that sign, oh, that's Five Guys, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat there anyways. I don't care. But yeah. Yeah, anyways. But you're right. I mean, like us, we always get compliments how clean our guys are, and we're always about guys cleaning up, clean your glass. I don't care if now if we're I don't care if they're in a hurry or what, clean up, cover, protect, treat the customer's home better than yours. And we get
Yeah.
compliments about that all the time, and that gets around. People, they tell us, "Oh man, you guys were great. You guys were clean, professional, polite." Yeah, I mean, some guys, I see some guys they just walk in, don't talk to the customers, get in there, install, and leave. Like, oh, okay. I
Yeah.
mean, nowhere they should built there. Okay, you know. So our guys are very good of communicating with their customers and being clean and and you have to you want that kind of reputation because that goes a long ways.
Oh,
The
yeah.
littlest things go a long ways, and
Yeah.
that could be your branding too by itself.
For us, it's especially in showers, it's lifetime warranty.
Yeah,
Like
here's
no one does that here.
I do I
Yeah.
do it. I do lifetime
Rare.
warranty.
It,
Yeah, I
it,
do it.
yeah, it's rare.
Oh yeah, I only do it for the area, my area. If it's like an hour away, I'm like, it's kind of hard. If it's like that, then I have to go myself and do it. I won't send my guys. I just have to suck it up and go. But
Yeah.
yeah, I try to give that in, because like I said, no one else does it. Once you put that out, people are like, oh shoot, they'll give even though you're a little higher, they give your quote a second glance, and sometimes you get it. You
Yeah,
know,
we don't compete on price. We compete on value.
exactly.
Nice.
Why?
Yeah, so back when I first started, all the Glazers wore white coveralls.
Yeah, like a bunny suit sort of thing.
It was a coverall, the white, you know. We had our name up here and Glass on the back. There was a laundry service and they replaced them every week.
Like a
Like
a
painters.
mechanic.
Yeah,
Like
like
a
a mechanic, but they were white.
right.
Like my logo, like my guys on my logo, but white.
No, not like
No,
that.
those are overalls.
Those are overalls. These were
He's
coveralls. I
talking
mean,
about
these were
coveralls. So it's
Oh,
like a
full.
full suit that zips up
that's
the
a suit you
front.
put on, zip
Oh,
it up,
oh,
and
hell no.
you
That's
had
too
big
hot.
pockets. You put all your crap in there,
Huh?
That's too hot for me. No way.
and we wore
Yeah.
those for. I
That's good.
mean, all three shops on the peninsula. You know, that's what they all wore.
You got away from that at some point, huh?
And then we went on to shirts. I looked like the shell man with a yellow shirt on. And then we went to another shirt. So my guy has a shirt, and so they go out looking decent on the job. But like our union shop over here, the guys show up in t-shirts, or whatever, or nothing for, they don't care what they wear to work.
Yeah. So it's so your brand is your logo, right? Um, but more than just your logo, it's your image. So the way you look, not just the look of your logo, but the way you look, the way your
Yeah.
trucks look, the way your operation looks, the consistency that Ryan was talking about across Ryan Shoemaker. He's talking about across, all the trucks looking the same. If it's like your website, or if it's any kind of print material you have, or it's your truck, or it's your t-shirt, or whatever, that you've got the same colors, the same fonts, the same look across it. And then not just your logo or your image, but also what you do. So your presentation in an active sense, right?
Back when they had the thing called the Yellow Pages.
Oh yeah. Let your fingers do the walking.
Oh yeah, and we had a quarter-page ad, you know, and you listed everything you did, in the Yellow Pages. That was a big thing back then, and that went away.
Yeah, when you had a full page, you're like, man, these guys are doing good.
But you had a full page, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you have a full page. You
Yeah, we had
we had.
we had a few. Yeah, we had a few of them. Yeah, I don't know why it was a waste of money. I told my dad.
I mean, the
That's
plumbers.
that's lawyer money.
I mean, the
Yeah.
plumbers down here. I think they all still have full page ads in the Yellow Pages. I mean,
My young
honey.
my young kid asked me, "What is this?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Not gonna be around that long anymore."
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
What else? Are we missing anything as far as this branding thing? I mean, have we properly
Yeah.
described what
But then back in the day, my dad would always buy a green glass truck. Cab,
green?
green. Put our bed on it. Kept moving over to truck, and then all of a sudden you couldn't buy that green anymore. So we went to a different lighter colored green. Couldn't get that, so we just went to the white glass truck and kept the racks the same green.
Yeah, I tried to get my dad to get our truck's the same color like this, but he wouldn't go for it.
So,
Wow, that'd make
Just
you
just imagine driving down the street. Damn, we'd be like, boom.
no doubt.
can't
Visibility.
can't run from the cops at all. They catch you right away.
well,
I was
when my guy goes out and does a shower door, he goes down and we have these 2x2 carpeted pads. We put those down on the floor. He covers everything up, and he leaves. And people, man, your guy was great. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. See, now that you're describing something that could be included in branding, right? It's like this procedure that kind of sets you apart. And I think the one thing that I think that is missing from what I've heard so far that I've heard
Brand
people
reputation.
describe, what's that? What are you saying, Daniel?
Brand reputation.
Right. Reputation. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting to is I've heard it said that your brand is what people say about you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like Ryan's talking about Five Guys, he says, "Oh yeah, the fries in the back, extra fries." That's something that their customers would say about them to describe them. Oh, those guys, yeah, they do that. And it could be, when they're talking about Adrian, they're like, "Oh yeah, those guys are super clean. They just clean up after themselves."
Oh,
Or oh man, they really go out of their way to protect stuff, or could be your responsiveness, it could be your
Oh man,
customer service.
he cleans up, makes sure the glass is clean,
yep.
leaves a flyer for the shower guard, and the people love him.
Nothing beats a nice shiny shower door when it's all done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best presentation you can give to anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Glass is beautiful when it's super clean,
Yes.
right?
I wanted to buy these big old bows at one time for that to put them on. My dad didn't
That's a
let
good
me.
idea. Yeah.
My dad didn't let me though. So I'm like, eh.
Are you reconsidering it now that
Well,
you're
it's
in
Chris.
charge?
Hey, it's Christmas. I might thinking about doing it and
Good.
hanging my little like a little logo of my name on it. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Big old bow.
It's not a bad idea, man.
Yeah, just just doing it for the holidays.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So, so once you figure out what your brand is, or you want your brand to be, right? What you want people to say about you, how you want people to perceive your company. What are some steps you can take towards accomplishing that? Get them to say that about you, get them to feel that way about you.
I mean, everything you guys have talked about is essentially like brand association. Brand is how people perceive your company. So they attach your company to this brand, and it's how people interpret your company is the brand, and it's developed over time through your consistencies and through your actions of actually carrying out the work that's being done. That develops over time. So your brand is developed in time. So consistency is the key across the board on brand reputation, which is how you're doing things, and then the what most people think of brand with your imaging, your brand imaging. So that's consistency there too, or keeping it consistency, or consistent. I think that's just how people in the public perceive your company is the brand,
Hmm.
and it's up to you to give them that
Hmm. Yeah.
and steer them.
Yeah, and consistency is key. I mean, everything, right? I mean, you have to, if you want to be thought of in that way, you have to do that consistently. You have to make sure that everybody's on board. And I think a great way that successful companies do that is like having a motto, having like a really brief like motto. Because then all of the employees know what that is, all the customers know what that is, and then you're putting that out there, you're programming that, right, into the public consciousness. Think about, like something really iconic, brand, like in the United States, like Coca-Cola, let's say. Coca-Cola is like, uh, when you think of that, what do you think? For me, it's like, oh, it's the original cola. It's like the very first cola. It's like it's everything else is just kind of a copy of that. And it's true. I mean, it's true because, it's factual, like it is, that was the first one that came out. But also that's kind of what their branding has been. And even though they've changed and they've done different things, they've fiddled with their formula, and now they have everything, right? Coca-Cola's taken over, half the market for sure of all soft drinks and water, whatever, sports drinks, you name it, But still, we think about Coca-Cola, you think about, the original red and white little swishy thing, with that certain font. And it works, man. I mean, they're still, well, they're bigger than ever. And whatever, that's what they've presented. And so you just tell people, this is what I want you to think about me, So having a logo or a little motto like Land Sons has, we take your what? We take your something, Adrian's head to the next level, right? I think it says we take your shower. What does it say?
Oh,
Showering. We take your showering to the next level. That's what those guys do.
yeah.
So that's who those guys are, It's like, so that, he's telling his employees, hey, this is what we do. We take the customer showering to the next level, man, and he's telling his customers the same thing. Hey, we're taking your showering to the next level. That's what we do. That's who we are. And all the, potential customers, people in the community who might someday want a shower door. Brilliant. It's a great idea to have a motto like that, or a little mission statement, that's because then you can really define it, and then your customers can define it, and your employees can. Everybody on the team is kind of on the same page. So that's a cool, like, little, hook. That's part of your brand. What else? What am I missing? Anybody here like kind of unsure about what your brand is, or what you think it should be, or looking for ideas? Want to brainstorm something?
Your brand is what customers say the most about you. That's to give you a good idea of what your brand is, whatever you think it is. What's the comment that they say the most on your last 10 reviews? That's what they think of you. And that's usually how you can get a good pulse on what the community. You should have a good review request process in place so it is an accurate view of the pulse. But what we noticed backwards, we weren't trying to experience was awesome. Experience was great. From beginning to end, I knew what was going on. And I wasn't trying to create what they said we gave them, but that's what the end result was. And it was from every single touch point, from when they call, they text, you miss a call, what's the voicemail they hear, what's the first message they get, how do they receive the quote, how fast do you update them on the orders, when you get the order, do they feel like you kept them in the loop, gave them a quality experience and did the job right and were there as their partner. Everything doesn't have to go right. But when you're in the loop with them, then it feels like y'all are fighting the vendors together instead of this other kind of fight where it feels like they're fighting you sometimes if you don't keep them updated. And that's what your real brand is. What do people say about you? And the way you do that is, what are your processes? I implemented it with systems and automations and ways to remind me, because when I miss a quote and then the comment on our Facebook ad that I was running was, even respond to me. Like, oh, and I read their name, I go research them to try to, prove them wrong. And I find, oh no, they actually filled a form and we responded to them once and never called them again. And okay, well, they're right. But that's our brand right now. That's what that person's telling the truth. So we got to go back to our processes and make them better to create the real reputation we want people to tell their friends about. What was their experience? Those guys were fill in the blank, and that's double down on whatever the good things are they say, and like that's how you define yourself. Like people say, we give you a lot of fries. Awesome. That's what they're doing for. They love it. Cool. Let's double down on that. Like for different companies, it was speed to install. For other companies, it was quality over everything, not price. For other people, it's like, we'll beat your competitor's price. Like some people have a leg to stand on in different realms, but you create the brand with what you do in those areas. If you fold to that estimate quote, or if you your price was high too. It's like, yeah, you cannot do that brand because each person might have one shower, but they're also a member of the HOA or the little app that everyone reviews neighbors next door, and then they tell their friends about you. And that one person everyone happens to listen to brings you 5 jobs. And that's kind of the great thing about just doing the job right, no matter who the client is, and telling your guys that this is the way we do things, period, here. When people walk away, they're going to know, regardless of where they hire us from or how they do it, this is the process they're going to go through. And that's your real brand, reputation, systems, all that. That's who they're going to be reminded of when they see that little logo.
So, I mean, listening to you, it sounds like there's things that can happen to your brand. I mean, it can get tarnished. But it's something that you can also repair. It's something that you can should be checking on, maybe. Maybe it's even something that might change over time. Because you might think, it's like, you know, your focus might not be what people are really finding valuable um, about what you do. And if you're finding that people are saying something else uh, um, about your business and you like it, it might be smart to just to kind of switch over to that and be like, oh yeah, this is, and start promoting that what people are already saying about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I can say, hey, I'm the best. Everybody thinks they're the best, right? But do my customers say that I'm the best? I mean, it means a lot more when they say it than when I do. All right, so what happened to everybody? What's your theories about that?
So
We're
what's
talking about
is the shower door professionals brand? Is it what's going on with the shower doors professional brand? Are we
Ooh,
delivering value to the people that are part of the group?
what do
Is the
people
value
say about it?
I don't know. Is the value diminishing? Are we not returning, like are they getting an ROI on their time, their hour invested in this call? Like what's going on? What can we do to provide more value? The only reason people would be here is for value proposition, essentially, or because they're bored out of their minds. Um, one of the two, right?
No life.
So what can we do to add more value to this group?
That's great point. Great point, and right on topic. What do people say about shower door professionals? I mean, it's like, and really, to be fair, right? To be fair, there's the shower door professionals group on Facebook, right? That is like, more than 5,000 members on there. I don't know. We could probably run some kind of analytics and find out how many people are actually like really active on there posting. But I mean, you can go on there at any time and see it's like it's very active. People are posting all the time. People are commenting. People are liking. People are like criticizing, whatever.
Guilty.
Yeah, Adrian. But so I mean, it's active, and the feedback that I've heard. I think about the 200th um, podcast episode that we did. Remember that? We had probably, gosh, I don't know, I should go back and look at that. there was probably, 15 or 20 people on the call. And I just came on, I was like, hey, this is our 200th podcast, and our, and just kind of asked people about how they found it and what they thought about it, stuff like that. And it was actually, if you were here, if you've seen that call, it was like just one after another of just testimonials of how what a great thing it was for people, um, how much they've gotten out of it, how much it's affected their business, how much it's affected, even like their personal life. And I was kind of blown away by it. I mean, I really wasn't expecting, I was expecting guys to go like, oh yeah, it's good, it's pretty cool, or whatever. And yeah, I found it helpful. But I mean, it was like there were these glowing testimonials of like how great it was. So I mean, there was definitely that feeling, that kind of feedback. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by glassgadget.com. Showcase Innovations creates tools that help shower door installers be more efficient and save time. Check out glassgadget.com for more information. Now, some things have happened since then, like there was the forming of the co-op. And so, you know, there was that happened, I kind of tried to get on board with that. I was, really on board with it for a while. I think maybe a year. I mean, time goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And then that thing kind of moved on. And so I know like a lot of members, there was kind of a split, really. I mean, there are some members who went like that way. Um, and I think they're having a call or a meeting. But that's like a paid membership thing, right? Shower Door Professionals, the Facebook group has never been. There's never been any kind of dues or anything. It's just free. And this call that we've been doing uh, for all these years now has like always been the same thing. So I think that's part of it, you know, and here's part of my theory about this too. It's like we used to have members on here that were like big time business owners, right? Like multi-million dollar companies. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are like a multi-million dollar, any of you over $2 million a year at this point? You don't have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you?
we'll
Yep.
we're supposed to hit like 2.1, 2.2 this year.
So I mean, and I think that like, and that's pretty, sizable. It's like when I was a kid, if you had $1 million, you were like rich. Like, when I was like a teenager or whatever, if you got $1 million, you could live on that for the rest of, you could live on the interest, for the rest of your life. I don't know if that's true. $1 million isn't what it was.
Anymore.
Now it's like a billion. It's
Not
more,
in Canada.
Not in Canada.
but but here's the thing. I think it might be a thing of where, size, because it's like, look, if I've got a $2 million business, right? I'm looking for someone who's like in my ballpark to for help and advice and stuff like that. I mean, someone who's running like $100 million business, I can't implement what they're doing. I can't come close. I mean, I'm not even in the same game with
I
them.
don't know if I even want that much business. That's too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. I'm good where I'm at now. I mean, I think our best year was I think we always made 3 million one year, and so that was we haven't came close to that again. But I mean, I think that was during COVID. But I don't know if I even want to be that. That's just too much, you know.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
that's so many employees. I don't even like employees, but I have to have them. But that's a lot.
We won't tell your employees you said that.
Oh, they know already.
They already know. Can't hide it.
I have to or get sued, so I have to be nice.
But really, I really do think that's like, so what, if if the average, shop representative here on the call is like, in that range between, 1 million, 3 million, right? Has like between a couple of trucks and, you know, I don't know, what, 6 trucks, 10 trucks. I mean, if you're kind of in that range, then what is a guy, who comes on who's got like 5 locations or whatever and like, 100 employees? I mean, what has he got to learn here? What do we have to offer that guy? And I think that maybe, the call really did get over kind of just, I don't know, inflated, that it was a bubble, right? How that, I mean, that can happen in any kind of a situation where it's like, oh, it's just really not sustainable, because what does somebody that far ahead of the rest of us have to gain from being a part of this group? So, I mean, I think it's good. It was a weird experience. I've had several of these over the years. I had several of these experiences where, people come in and they're like, hey, we want to do something, we see you've got an audience here and we want to do something. I've always been like, oh, cool. Yeah, I think you should totally do that. How can I help? And that's always been my position. And so, but I've never like stayed on the ride, I've always kind of gone off. And it was the same thing in this last iteration, of like, yeah, it's just things changed to where I didn't fit in anymore. So I think it's good that that thing kind of moved on, and it kind of took that group that was like maybe just too big, really, for people who were just too big for this little group. And now they've got a place where they, can hang out together. And I don't know what they're doing. I think they're doing okay. Um, but I don't know. I think it makes sense. I think it's a good thing. Um,
Like I say,
it's awesome.
bigger is not better, you know, even though they run a million trucks. But what we do, we have our own way we do stuff. And some of the stuff I don't agree with what they're doing, so we all have our own ways of doing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have our own like goals and values and
Right.
whatever. I mean, it's like, and there may be people, here now who want to be like, who would like to be huge,
Right.
and that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I,
Um,
I was watching a video today of somebody putting a glass tabletop on some boat. I won't say who, and they had bare hands putting it on the top, you know, with fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
Yeah, where's the white gloves? Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my ultimate goal. I mean, I like this group, but I also know that I'm trying to get to the level, I'm trying to essentially, my ultimate goal is to get to like 20 million with about 4 or 5 locations for now. And that's for now.
yeah, yeah.
Originally my goal was 6 million. That's out the window now. That seems small to me at this point.
All right, cool.
So it's, but I mean, I'm a cheap ass. I'm not about to pay for some thing that I can do for free. Like what? I'm just here for fun, honestly, more or less, and hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Um, that's why I'm here. And then, I mean, there's got to be a lot of small guys out there. There's got to be more small people out there than there are big people. So, I mean, it'd be nice if they could find value in it. Like, how can you serve those people? Because there's definitely a lot of people out there that are starting up and then aren't where people might be at here. So it's really just figuring out who is tuning in and how can we serve them. I mean, even if you want to be at a different level, it doesn't mean you can't be a part of another one. You can be a part of multiple tiers. So
Well, yeah, I
just
mean, just about everybody starts out really small. Just about everybody starts out with like alone or with like one helper and like a truck and working out of their garage or whatever. I mean, that's where we all start out. So, to someone like that, I think this is super valuable, man. And it's like, so now, in my mushroom business, right? So I'm in the mushroom business. It's small. I'm bigger than, some of my competitors, but way smaller than others. I mean, there's huge companies. And it's like, so if I'm looking for advice or help or recommendations or whatever, I'm looking to the company that's just a little bit bigger than me because it's like I'm poised to take advantage of whatever technology, techniques, whatever tricks or hacks or whatever they're benefiting from now. Like the company that's like 10 times my size, that's like I can't even look at the equipment they have. I can't even look at the systems they have. I can't even, it doesn't even make sense. I don't have the money for it. I don't have the space for it. I don't have the demand for it, right? So it's like it's almost like they're in a different industry than me because they're so much bigger. But the company that's about my size, a little bigger, even maybe a little bit smaller, sometimes a smaller shop is actually coming up with innovative ways of doing things out of necessity that even though they're smaller than you can benefit from that. Like, oh man, that's a cool trick. I mean, that's a good time saver. That's a good, you know what I mean? But you have to be pretty close to the same size in order to really relate, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, but no, because all those big people, they were small ones too. So they've been where we were. So, it's just a matter of how much can they recall from it and stuff like that, I mean,
Or how
times
much,
might be
or
different.
how, yeah, yeah,
The times might be different from when they were small to what the time is now. Like, so your environment might be a little different, but they had to have been small at some point so they should be able to speak to being where somebody's at now. You may not be able to use what they have now in relation to what's attainable for your situation, but it's still, they were there. So they know, and they know something. And then
right.
I do like what you said about the small ones being innovative, because that's where most innovation comes from, is having lack. So you need those people that have less than typically are more innovative. And honestly, people that are lazy are typically more innovative because they don't want to do as much damn work. So a lazy person you want on your team, kind of, because they're going to figure out how to do something more efficiently with less effort.
Right. There's something to
Talking about me, brother. Thank you. No,
I didn't want to call you out personally, Adrian.
not by name.
it's all right,
Right,
man.
right. So you make a great point, Daniel. But here's the thing. What motivation does a person like that have to come here and tell us how they did that? I mean, like, yeah, they were, our size, right, at one time. And they had to overcome the obstacles like we're facing, right? What motivation do they have to come and do that?
They probably don't have any. They're probably busy and doing things, but so you just need to be very prepared for the time that they do extend to make the most of it.
Yeah,
You need to be ready. You need to listen if you have intentions on doing things that they've done.
right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind I would like to have some kiosks, not like a shop or anything, but maybe like a little kiosk. Like I think I talked to you guys about it one time. I had an opportunity to open up a showroom next to a tile company. That kind of fell through because my dad, with my dad and everything. But I would love to, maybe if there's another opportunity for that. I would love to. That'd be probably the smartest thing to do for anybody, is to open up a showroom or expand to like next to a tile shop. And then someone goes shopping for their tile, and they go next door, shop for your shower door. It's that was one of my things, and it was looking it was going to happen, but then things happened, and it didn't actually happen. So, but now me and my brother, we're running a company now, and so it's like it's a little different now because man, I mean, it's tiring at some point, like it's not the same. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Like a little tiny
Yeah,
shop, little showroom, just strategically located next
yeah,
to, a place where people are already shopping for that kind of.
exactly. I mean, like, and I had the opportunity, was ready to go, and then like, oh man, and it didn't happen. I'm like, I still think about it to this day. It's okay though.
Around here, none of the shops have showrooms.
No,
Yep. There's a union shop out here with a little building, but I don't know what they have out there. But
is there union shops that are shower door companies?
no, they're
Commercial.
commercial glazers,
Oh yeah.
and they've
There's
got I call it the Taj Mahal they built.
Well, you
And
really don't need a showroom from that. You say go to a restaurant. That's what it's going to look like. You
yeah,
go to.
Yeah.
but
You really don't need that.
nobody around here has a showroom. So,
I have a little showroom. I have little samples of glass, and I have some certain things that does help a lot. I mean, it does
I
help.
have my WBS shower doors out here in the office, but
So do I. I
that's
have
about
that.
it.
I have that too. But
uh,
sometimes people want to come see. Some people are just visual people, and like you gotta kind of.
no, they don't.
They want to see. They want to feel it. I'm like, God.
Now I go to the house and I can sell a job and I'm done.
Yeah, that's probably 90% of what I do too. But
Yeah.
you get those 10% people that can't picture it, so they got to look at it. I'm like, all right, And like you said, there's no one around there who has it. Like I said, the little I have does well, but I would like to tune it up a little bit more just to show more of
Yeah, yeah.
like the sliders and stuff that we offer and stuff. Because I mean, I have one barn door in here; it does all right selling, but I don't like installing those. Those things are, I don't know, but yeah, I prefer like the Cambridge or something. I think those are a little better to suit, you know, areas.
Does your tile store have shower displays in it now?
No, but I see. So the that tile company store
Yeah.
actually is owned by a tile installer, and he uses me for all his installs.
So just offer to go throw like 3 or 4 displays in his
I
showroom for
I
free and then
I
put your
did
logo right on it.
I did, but then he doesn't want people to, what do you call it? I guess conflict with interest, whatever. I get it, because I get guys in here. I like even him. He goes, "Hey, can I put my tile, in my showroom? What I have here."
Yeah.
Like, no, that's hard. I can't do that either because I have other guys that use me, and so it's like I'd rather not ask him because then I would have to offer my space for him too, and I don't want to.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because you get people that get butthurt, like they come see it and like, oh, I'm not gonna use it anymore. I'm like, dang it, I'd rather just not, I'd rather just. I already tried that, didn't work.
No.
It's kind of like getting married, huh?
Oh God, yes. Yeah.
It's kind of now I'm committed to this tile guy.
Yep. And like I said, he uses me a lot. I mean, I just did a job for him today, so I mean, it's you know, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like the proof is in the pudding, right? So it's like we're doing this call, it's like episode 235.
235. Wow.
35. People are still showing up. There's like 9 of us on the call right now. So obviously there's value here. Obviously it's something that people you know are interested in. And if there were 100 people on this call, like
But what I don't see though. I don't see it being.
how would that help?
I don't see it advertised during the week though. Maybe you guys we gotta throw something like once a week, once a day. I mean, just throw it out there. Just force it. I know what day it is. When I'm here. But some of those guys that actually post on it, they probably don't see it once.
All right, Adrian, you talked me into it. I'll schedule some posts throughout the week
Yeah.
with highlights of the
I think
call.
on Saturday.
Do it on a Saturday?
I see his post on Saturday for
I think that's the post call. I think after every call, Chris,
Yeah, after a
one
call,
or two
yeah.
posts
Yeah.
The replay.
are highlighting that they're posting our last call, but I need to also schedule some posts about the upcoming calls to let people know the day, the time, and the email list to get on because we have quite a few subscribers. But yeah, the people that can actually make it. I know some people are in classes on this night. Someone's taking jujitsu. I don't want to call him out, but he's doing it to stay young, so he can't make it.
No, you don't want to call it somebody who's doing jujitsu, man. The worst thing you could
Shannon
do.
is watching on Facebook. He's just running around and doesn't want to show us his face while he's doing so. But yeah, we got a few people watching on Facebook Live as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think a lot of times not everybody, some of us like talk too much, like me. So it's like
well, somebody's got to talk.
so it's like some guys don't even get a chance to talk. We have, 10 people on the call. There's some guys who don't, come on and like don't even get a chance to talk. So it's like, I don't know if having 20 people on the call would make it a better call. Maybe me just shutting up would make it a better call.
Well, I know I joined and I started watching them. Like I was streaming all of them before I joined to listen to them and stuff. I joined so I can learn something. That's the whole reason I started watching them is because I wanted to learn. One, I wanted to learn about my competitors. Two, I wanted to learn about other people in the industry. And then three, I was trying to learn more about the industry and what I do. So if we can, make sure we're targeting people, or not even targeting, it's just like making sure people know we're here to teach them and are available to answer questions and crap like that. So,
Yeah, those are my favorite calls, or like when people come on, they've got like a question or a problem to solve. Those
mhm.
tend to be like some of the best calls where everybody just gets to kind of pitch in and say, oh, well, this is what I think, or this is what I've done, or whatever. Really solutions oriented talks. I mean, I think that's really our goal. I think if we were going to like brand this, I think that would really be what we would say, we're trying to achieve is like just helping each other be better, do better business, charge more money. Don't forget that part. And
Q&A with the pros.
yeah, do better
Hard.
work. Yeah.
Senior glass.
Bigger glass.
Senior, yep.
Um,
Ryan, are you falling asleep? Oh.
High five.
It started at 4:30 this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seen you close your eyes a few times.
Hey,
Long
Adrian,
Ah,
I gotta go north in a couple weeks. I might come by and see you on a Friday.
hey, come by. Let me know what day.
Yeah, in a couple weeks I gotta go up and get my boat out of the Lake Almanor and bring it home. So
All right.
I'll let
Bring
you know.
throw Chris in the car with you too and come by.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. You going fishing or what?
no, I just have to bring my boat out. I don't want it to freeze up there in the wintertime.
Oh, so you just got to rescue it.
I gotta rescue it.
Okay, okay. How often do you use that boat? Do you get out in that boat very often?
4th of July, I go out and fly around the lake.
Yeah, so like the annual like using of the
Yeah,
boat.
yeah.
That's awesome.
You put your logo on it. You should put
Huh?
your logo. You should put your logo on the side of it.
Yeah, right.
Branding.
Then you can write it off, right?
Nope.
Yeah, my stepson drove the last time on 4th of July, about killed me in it. So,
Do you guys like water ski or anything like
oh, we
that?
used to.
Yeah,
Yeah, but this
I-
one's just a play joint. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't picture you out on water skis now, but
I used to wakeboard. No, I didn't wakeboard. I water skied all the time.
Yeah.
I never could get up on the wakeboard. So
yeah. I've got a buddy, man, who's like, about our age, man, and he still out there doing it.
oh yeah, I've seen some guys at the lake. 70 years.
Yeah.
Hard
You've got
to
to
ski in, but
it's a really and an athletic activity. It's something you have to do and train.
oh yeah.
all the time. You can't just
The water's too damn cold. So
every once in a while go out there and jump on your water skis or whatever. But at least that's what I understand. I've never actually tried it myself.
no, it's fun.
I see some guys do it on the beach or going out to the ocean. I go, you nuts. The heck no. Freaking sharks and stuff. No way.
Reminds me of that Happy Days episode.
Become a buffet. Yeah. Daniel, I seen a truck today with your last name. I'm like, damn.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah. Steel or something like that. And then it had it was on a California play. And like, I looked closer. I go, no. You're from Georgia, right?
From Georgia, but I'm guessing you can't see what my last name is.
No, because you're covering it.
Well, it's Daniel Capon. On my screen, it shows Daniel Capon.
Yeah.
Then what's your
Noble,
oh
Noble is
oh
just the name of the company. But
my
it
bad,
is hilarious.
bro. My
It's
bad.
funny when it's awesome when people say, "Hey, is Mr. Noble available?"
That is cool.
So that's one thing. Speaking of brands, that's one of the things we get the most compliments on is our logo, or not our logo, but our slogan, because it's king quality at pleasant prices. So people always think it says peasant. They say, "Oh, you should put peasant prices," and like, well, that's kind of the play with, that's the kind of what we're doing there. But
Right?
you can't. We do that little triangle thing where you can't have all three. You can have the king quality, pleasant prices, play with that little triangle thing there where you can have two, but you can't have all three kind of thing. But yeah, they love the slogan there, the king quality at pleasant prices, and it's worked well. The original reason for the no Noble though is because it was supposed to be Nobull. It's supposed to be no bull because my dad was tired of the bullshit from the previous company he worked for, and he had a whole like a bull logo with no bull on it. That was the original logo, but he didn't think it would last long or be good in the long run. So he somehow came up with Noble. So yeah, Mr. Noble came up with that.
That's
Oh.
clever, man.
Hey, Daniel,
Yeah.
no, we'll
Great
see you next
story.
week.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
Well, hey, man, you heard it here first. The story of Noble Glass. It's no bull.
that's
All
right.
right, you
No
guys.
bullshit.
That's right, you guys. All right, man. Hey, thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
We'll try it again next Thursday. See what happens.
All right.
Adios, amigos.
Good night.
There you guys.